Hello, my name is Shahom Bashir. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are yet to subscribe, go ahead and do that. I'm a librarian and a software developer. I talk about technology. Today I'm going to be talking about data. Never mind, the quality of this video is very bad. Let me check my time. It's after 12 midnight and my room is not so very bright. But I just have to do this video now. What is important is the message. Let's get started straight away. I'm talking about data and governance. How we can use data, accurate data, to improve the governance process, especially in Nigeria. Data in this context has to do with statistical facts. So I want to make this video as short as possible, so I'll go straight to the point and start with a formal example to make my point very clear. We have over 260 million children out of school globally, out of which about 10 million of those children are in Nigeria. So in fact, according to UNICEF, 1 out of every 5 children that are out of school, out of every 5 kids that are out of school, 1 is a Nigerian. So is that bad? But then my point is, can we get the details of this data? How many of these children are for instance, in Sokoto State? How many of them are from Anambra? How many of them are from Benue State? How many of them are from Bayelsa? How many of them are in Borno? How many of them are in Kano? And how do we get the details of this data? And not just that, how many number of schools do we need to build per year, let's say between now and the next 10 years, to cover up this gap? And based on our current population growth rate, we add over 6 million new Nigerians come up every year. The growth rate is around 2.3%. That's our population growth rate at the moment. So how do we now get the accurate data and plan ahead? Let's say, for instance, we want to make sure in the next 10 years there is no single child that is out of school. So we need to get the details of this data and plan with it. And like I said, I'm a software developer. So how does software development come into this? It's very clear. When it comes to dealing with numbers and that's the work of computer. That's where computer is an expert. And if we can get the accurate data, thank God we have Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, government agency that is in charge of this. So my suggestion would be the Minister of Education and different other problems that we have in this country, we should reach out to that agency. Let's get this accurate data. And you can just call a few tech guys and we can draft out algorithms that will help governors, we help president, we help ministers on exactly what to do, within what time. And then we also monitor the impact of these things with this same process. So like the current administration, for instance, has done a lot of intervention in agriculture and different other sectors. But sometimes you don't even see the impact of these things because nobody comes back to measure, to assess the impact. So maybe you say you release also billions of naira for farmers, and at the end of the day you can't measure the impact. You can't really tell whether this money actually got to the real farmers. But we can draft algorithms, get our accurate data, and as we input into them, we get results immediately. And with that, the governance process will be much easier, and we can be able to assess and know exactly what we are doing. So when we have a policy, for instance, we can tell whether it's making impact or not. So I'll stop here. So by way of summary is that we should get accurate with data, we should plan with data, and we can always get software that can interpret this data and will make better sense of it. Not just as governance level, even as individuals. Maybe your individual spendings, for instance, your maybe for your family or for your village or whatever. Data is extremely important, and as the same goes, numbers don't lie. So if you begin to work with numbers, which is what I'm talking about, you use numbers to assess, to take decisions, then you begin to see things move more properly. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.